Hello everyone. Today we will be looking into a Jitterbit flow for extracting data using NetSuite endpoint. For this flow, the first thing we need to have in place is to connect our NetSuite endpoint to our NetSuite account. Once that is done, we can simply click on the endpoint and choose the search object from here. Once we take the search object, we can double click on it to customize it as we like. In this particular case, we need to look for sales order in our NetSuite account. So we can simply type sales order here and select this transaction type from the list. Then after clicking on next, we have a search type window appear before us. We will be selecting basic search. Then we'll click on next. After this, we need to put in the conditions for our NetSuite search. In this particular case, we want all the sales order with the amount total exceeding 10,000. So we can simply write amount here and this will filter out all the sales order fields right here for us. Once we have selected the right field, we'll simply click on it and then click on add condition from here. We will simply enter our conditions. And the another condition which we want for this particular case is the subsidiary. So we want that only sales order with subsidiary equals to 1 show up. So we will add a condition for that too. Once we have added both of these conditions, we can click on test query to see if we are getting any results. Right now we can see that our query got 98 records from our NetSuite account, which matches this criteria. After clicking on next, we will simply click on finish button. So our search endpoint is fully configured. Once our search endpoint is fully configured, we can simply hover on the right hand side of it, then right click on it and select new transformation. Upon opening new transformation, we can see the left hand side of the transformation already have the results set that came from our search operation. So we have list of all the fields from the search sales order object that is coming from our NetSuite search. Now to get the values, we need to define a schema. We can simply add whatever fields we want, the fields that we want to take out from our sales order object. In our case, we simply want status and internal ID. So we are going to select only these two fields and click on save changes. So our new schema for storing our data is right here prepared for us. Now all we need to do is simply drag and drop the required field from our left hand side to our right hand side. So we'll simply click on the external ID of our sales order and drag it to the internal ID of our flat schema. Moving on, we'll do same for status too. Now that our transformation is ready, we can simply close this up and then use a temporary storage endpoint to write this transformation into a file. For that, we will simply select the temporary endpoint write operation. Double clicking on it, we will have a description that we can write for this and a file name. Once our temporary storage is set up for writing the file, we can simply deploy our operation. To see if our flow is working fine, we simply need to click on these three dots, go into settings, into options, and we can just enable debug logging. This debug logging will help us see the data flow that is going on in our transformation. Once we click on save changes, we can simply deploy and run our operation. Now that our flow has ran successfully, we will simply click on this success button and this will show us the debug logging for our flow. We can simply click upon our transformation to see what data we are receiving. And there we have it, all the data from NetSuite for sales order for which the total amount is above 10,000 and subsidiary equals to 1. In our next session, we will be talking about what are all the things we can do after we have received our data from NetSuite endpoint.